So I'm thinking about these maple magas, right? They're like the cheaper version of American maga. And magas are already a bunch of people walking around without a single original thought, right? Then you get this second-hand version of that. They turned being stupid into a personality trait. But hey, I mean, your biggest problem isn't Trudeau or Carney. It's that no one cares outside your Facebook group. Now, clearly, we are seeing this surge of anti-intellectualism accompanying the rise of the right-wing agenda, right? It has become this defining feature of our current political climate. The right wing often shows this active hostility towards and suspicion of intellectuals, experts, and fundamental methods of critical thinking, right? And evidence-based reasoning. Now, common sense, intuition, and personal experience are prized over rigorous analysis and established knowledge. So this sentiment often frames intellectuals as an out-of-touch, morally corrupt, elite class that holds the concerns of ordinary people in contempt. They persistently question scientific consensus, right? Brand universities as sites of leftist indoctrination, right? And promote this alternative facts. And this has made me think for a long time, right? That's the supporters of the right-wing agenda, right? They have felt maybe the sense of, low self-esteem, this inferiority complex when faced with secular progressive values, right? Their desire to uphold traditional social hierarchies and values seems like an attempt to go back to old-fashioned things, they can relate to. So this gives some control in the narrative, right? Allowing them to follow an agenda blindly without thinking, and along the way force others into it. Now, in many ways, it's much like a religion. To them, perhaps many progressive values come across as something, puts them down, mocks them, because they find these ideas inherently unrelatable. There is a gap in comprehension here. But that's another thing I find problematic here, is that this inherent desire to only engage with things we find relatable, right? Anything outside that scope gets shut down, and because we run on emotion, right? Always looking for what's relatable is like looking for yourself in everything. But we are in trouble if it's the only way we can engage with the world, right? To be fair, most people have limited life experiences, right? Imagine if you couldn't engage with anything outside that experience simply because you can't relate to it. Now, we have to stop making everything about relatability, right? To some degree, apart from the obvious hostility from the right? Some of the anti-diversity rhetoric stems from this very problem. Comment below, let me know what you think.